Isaiah 53:5 gives us one of the most striking depictions of Jesus' love and sacrifice for us. And it's long been one of my favorite verses. But this verse isn't just poetic, it's inspiring. It's foundational in understanding God's love for us and how we can find healing in Him. If you've ever wondered how God can bring healing to the broken areas of your life, or why Jesus' sacrifice matters so deeply, this verse has those answers. And in this video, we're going to unpack Isaiah 53:5 and see how its truth can transform the way we live and the way we experience God's love today. Let's start by looking at what this verse says. But He was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was on Him. And by His wounds, we are healed. Isaiah 53:5. We're going to look at what this verse means in just a minute. But I want to start by looking at what's happening surrounding this verse, what's happening in the rest of this book. The book of Isaiah is a powerful blend of God's judgment and His incredible grace. It's a book that not only confronts the reality of our sin, but also offers hope and redemption. Isaiah's prophetic words point us to the coming Messiah and the work that He will do to restore our relationship with God. And it's one of the most significant books in the entire Bible. And starting in Isaiah 42, the Messiah is described in what is known as the servant songs. And these 4 poetic sections reveal who the Messiah would be and what He would accomplish. And the final and most famous of these songs is found in Isaiah 52 through 53. And this section paints a profound picture of God's plan to redeem His people through His servant. And despite being rejected and suffering unimaginable injustice, this servant would show unparalleled love and bring forgiveness. I love how Dr. Tom Constable describes this song. He says this song consists of 5 stanzas of 3 verses each. The first and last stanza record God's commendation of the servant. And the middle 3 describe the servant's commitment to God's will. The central one focuses on His substitute death. 2 key contrasts mark the passage: the contrast between the servant's humiliation and his exaltation, and the contrast between the reader's expectations of the servant and reality. Isaiah 53:5 comes in the middle of this incredible prophecy, and it encapsulates the heart of the servant's mission. It's a verse that calls us to look closely at what Jesus endured and the hope that He brings to all who trust Him. And now with this context in mind, I want to dive further into Isaiah 53:5 and to see how significant this verse truly is. Every word of this verse carries with it depth, and it reveals the love and the sacrifice and the redemptive work of the Messiah. So we're going to break this verse down section by section and explore how we can find the healing that Jesus offers. And this verse starts off by saying, "But He was pierced for our transgressions." And the first word here, "but," continues the previous thought, and it contrasts it with the difference between the Messiah and the rest of humankind. Being pierced shows that Jesus would go through extreme distress that would ultimately end in death. And this is strong language that describes the violence and excruciating pain He would go through. And the question is, why would the Messiah go through this? Because of our transgressions. You see, transgressions are willful and rebellious sins that humankind has committed. Our rebellion is what caused Christ's wounds. He did not deserve this, but He willingly took on the punishment that we deserved. And Isaiah continues by saying that He was crushed for our iniquities. You see, the next part of this verse further paints this disturbing picture that He was crushed, He was bruised for what? Our iniquities. And the image here is that of a threshing floor where grain is laid out and crushed so that it can become substance for those who eat it. And similarly, Isaiah is saying that Messiah will be crushed under the weight of our sins and that all who look on Him can be saved. And next, Isaiah describes what this means for us. He says that the punishment that brought us peace was on Him. You see, so far the picture of Isaiah 53:5 has been dark, but now some hope is injected. The punishment that the Messiah endures is to bring us peace. And peace with God is only possible once our sins have been atoned. And because of God's great love, he took on the punishment that was designated for us. He stood in our place. And God desires a relationship with his people, and taking our sins away was the only way that was possible. Isaiah ends this verse by saying, by his wounds we are healed. The suffering of the servant brings about positive results for all people. He bears the weight of our sins so that we can experience healing. And this healing isn't just physical, but it's a total redemption. All who place their trust in Jesus will be healed. The effects of their sin will be removed because by his wounds we are healed. And this is an incredible promise and hope that we have. Sin has brought death and destruction, but we can have hope because of what the Messiah has done. He is the great physician who brings all who follow him healing. Isaiah 53:5 reminds us of the incredible lengths that God went in order to restore our relationship with him. This isn't just a verse to read, it's a truth that should shape how we live. The healing Jesus offers isn't limited to our physical wounds, it's a complete restoration of our brokenness. Whether that brokenness was caused by our sin or the sin others have inflicted on us. So when life feels overwhelming, when you're feeling broken, this verse invites us to turn to Jesus for healing. It's a reminder that our hope isn't in ourselves or our own ability to fix what's wrong, but in the sacrifice he made for us. This verse challenges us to continually turn to Jesus for healing. When we find something broken in our lives, again, whether it's due to us or the sin that's been done to us, we should seek God for healing. This verse also challenges us to live in a state of gratitude and worship, knowing that we were bought at such a high price that it should inspire us to step into the life that God is calling us to, a life marked by joy and peace and purpose. And I want to encourage you to take a moment today to reflect on the areas of your life where you need healing. Maybe write them down and spend some time in prayer, asking Jesus to bring restoration and peace to those specific areas. Then, commit to regularly bringing your brokenness to him, trusting in his promise that by his wounds you are healed. And whenever you feel the weight of guilt, of shame, of brokenness, let this verse bring you back to the truth. Jesus has carried that weight for you. By his wounds you are healed. And let this verse lead you to seek him for healing, to reflect on his love, and to live in the freedom and peace that he offers you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it encouraged you by the sacrifice that Jesus made for you and encouraged you to live in the freedom that he's offering you. If it did, would you leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts? And also don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you can stay up to date on future content that's coming out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.